Good evening, everyone. Welcome to We Culture for this evening, the 19th day of May 2023. It's a pleasure as always, and as always, we will endeavor to have a good time. Yes, the team is here, and tonight we have another very, very interesting and entertaining discussion, on some aspects of our culture. We welcome all our viewers on GBN Television, our friends on our Facebook page and YouTube channel, and of course our listeners on K105 FM. So let's welcome the team. Reece, good evening. It's good to have you from the start. How are you doing, my love? You match up again today?
I'd like to say good night to all the viewers, the new viewers of We Culture. It's a pleasure to be back tonight for yet another consecutive night without anyone taking vacation and us having to not be with you consistently. You know, I'm enjoying the consistency for the past 2 weeks. And I am not going to allow anybody to bait me tonight to cause me to bring out the guave in me. It's not going to happen tonight. So, sit back and relax yourself. It's a Friday night. Let's have a happy We Culture moment. We can choose to ignore the bald head guy with the scarf while we do that. But join me in having a relaxing time. Good night, husband.
I find you missing your colors. You ain't matching tonight at all. Look at me. I
have like a red in a way. I can have bright red, so I don't want to show off. But I have this to put on. I have this. Right. So
good night to all the listeners, all the viewers. Well, we missing one. Hopefully he would join us soon.
He did, man. He did.
Watching fights.
Yeah, he did.
Watching fights.
I see him just now there. I know he go, but he did.
Well, tonight we're gonna be good. We hopefully you will join in and come when you flow with us. But tonight we hope to take you. I think Godfrey would introduce what we're actually talking about, so I don't want to go there. As usual, we are here again and ready to go on that journey with you on your Friday relaxing afternoon.
Yes, indeed. Finley, where you going, shoot? Next thing, man, you might go in a meadow, some meadow you might go in. Where you going? So get a meadow, I see the man come on.
What in meadow is Billy Goat's gruff,
Yeah, yellow cross. And what they under the bridge?
Troll, you may be about it, man.
Anyway, was under the bridge. I don't remember that story. No.
Yeah, I don't know about the 3 Billy Goat gruff, when the mother boot the Charlie capside in the air, he can't over, he babble, he can fall and jump in the river.
So it's troll or troll?
Yeah, but I don't know, One of them, anyone could walk,
Okay.
I find it, well, anyway, I don't know, but one of them, anyway, let's put it that way. He had a beast under the bridge. That is the co-op. A beast. Yeah, well, I know my partner gone. Maybe he signed out to sign back in, so hopefully he should be joining us pretty soon. But he did sign on a while ago and disappeared. But tonight, folks, we, as Doc said, we have a very wonderful discussion. We want to talk about fashion tonight. And I want to take it from last week because 2 weeks ago we started this whole thing about travel, and all of that. And we got to the point, where people, they made their clothes because sometimes you hardly going to go in store. And we established Guelph people didn't have any store, but you know, people used to go to the store, buy the piece of cloth, whatever it is, piece of crimpling or gabardine or whatever it is, flannel, make the nice clothes, and then they travel, you know. And so there were different styles, you know, there were different styles reigning at that time. And over the years, I'm sure many of us could remember some of the styles, you know, and the kind of material that was used then. You know, I remember we had things like crimpling and all kind of thing like that. I mean, what I'm talking about Doc. Doc had a leatherette pants, you know. Doc, you remember your leatherette pants? Doc, had you had a leatherette pants?
Yes.
I remember your leatherette pants.
That was the best pants in Grenada.
I had one too, you know. You had a leatherette pants too.
But Godfrey, let me say, style, fashion, you sometimes introduced by the, you know, every era something new come up.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is hilarious, sometimes it is rebellious, you know. Sometimes it's the few people that come seem to be exhibiting that style. Sometimes the majority seem to be in it, as we have seen. But style is introduced sometimes by outside influence, of course, based on how you see sometimes the movies, sometimes, you know, celebrities, and sometimes just by the flick or the fluke of nature, somebody start doing something and it just emerge as a style. But I think you start from a position where you say exactly what used to happen in Grenada. It was something that was produced in Grenada because we couldn't just buy it. It was, you know, you couldn't just go in a store and buy, you know, based on that brand name or whatsoever. But I think Reece might be more in depth or more attuned to what might be trending now. You see, you are the youngest. You are the youngest person. What wrong with you, Reece? You are the youngest person on panel. So anyway, but I think we could take you back and tell you, you know, people used to make their own style and wear it with, you know, with this sense of accomplishment. So there we go, guys.
Yeah, no, definitely. Are we going to speak? You see, the thing about style and fashion, you know, it came in different ways. So I know only want to start with clothes because hairstyle was a big thing.
Well, yeah.
So maybe we could start there. You know, in the days when, well, I know if Reece have a pressure. Reece have a,
Before you all continue,
uh-huh.
Can you please ensure that the technician on hand put the name, the topic that we're discussing?
Yeah, I have informed him. I did tell him. Probably he hasn't done it yet. So
okay.
Yeah, but I did tell him that we were talking about you know, fashion this evening. So hopefully it should be up any moment now. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was saying with the ladies and even men. I think the press here, Reece, you whatever press here?
No.
Well, hold a second. Did I see somebody walk across?
She dragged across.
I find his walk good walk?
No. She dragged across.
Well, Reece, let me tell you. I tell you what. Hold your thought. We go talk about the press here because I think the lotto is ready for us. So let's go to them and we'll come back. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
More chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 evening draw. It is Friday, May 19th, 2023. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. Supervising the draw is Ms. Giselle Alexander, who's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. Quick reminder as usual, there are 4 different bet types in this game from which you can choose. They're called inline, mix, pair, and backup. It pays to play Daily Pick 3. Let's see if you are a lucky winner. Good luck to you. All right, here we go. Our first number, 3, and the second number, 3 as well, the final number, 5. All right, so just to recap for your benefit, the first number is 3, that's followed by 3 as well, and the final number is 5. So that's 3, 3, and 5. Congratulations if you are a lucky winner. We say congratulations as well to our 56 Daily Pick 3 winners from our midday draw. The total payout was $12,345. The Playway draw is up next. We'll see you soon.
Big money, money, money. $3,000 every week for 3 months.
What?
Yes, it's the NLA's Crazy Cash Giveaway Promotion. Every week from April 11th to June 30th, 3 lucky Daily Games customers will randomly win $1,000 each week. Imagine winning as much as $36,000 in 12 weeks.
How?
Spend $12 in a single purchase on Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway. Look for the words Cash Winner on your tickets to collect $1,000. The more you spend $12 on your favorite daily games, the more chances you have to win. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 7th, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true. Money, money, money.
Good evening once again. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Playway Evening Draw for today, Friday, May 19th, 2023. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. With me once again is Ms. Giselle Alexander, who's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. So in this game, you can bet from $1 up to $10, or you can bet in increments on any number or dream symbol of your choice, and begin with a chance to win 24 times the amount you bet. That is $24 for every $1 that you spend. Value your dreams and win your way with Playway. So let's see if you are a lucky winner. Good luck to you. Again, our Playway number is 1818. The dream symbol is lovemaking. Congratulations, of course, if you are a lucky winner this evening. We now go over to multi-X draw. And just to remind you, here you have the opportunity to win twice times, 3 times, or as much as 5 times the amount that you bet on your winning Playway number. Good luck to you. X ball is FP, that is free play, so congratulations to you, of course. And we say congratulations to our 260 Playway and multi-X winners from our midday draw. The total payout was $21,576. Stay with us, the Daily Cash 4 is up next. We'll see you soon.
NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more. With Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Welcome back. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Cash for Evening Draw. It is Friday, May 19th, 2023. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. Back with me once again is Ms. Giselle Alexander. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. In this game, you can choose any number from 0 to 9 in any of the 11 bet types offered. The tickets cost as little as $1. Backup costs $2. More plays, bigger prizes. Let's play Daily Cash 4. Good luck to you. First number this evening, 3, the second number, 6, next number, 2, final number, 4. Alright, so just to recap for your benefit, our first number is 3, followed by 6, the next number 2, and the final is 4. So congratulations if you are this evening's lucky winner. We say congratulations as well to our 11 Daily Cash 4 winners from our midday draw. The total payout was $2,800. Well, stay with us. The Lotto draw comes up shortly. We're playing for $92,000. We'll see you real soon.
Big money, money, money. $3,000 every week for 3 months.
What?
Yes, it's the NLA's Crazy Cash Giveaway Promotion. Every week from April 11th to June 30th, 3 lucky Daily Games customers will randomly win $1,000 each week. Imagine winning as much as $36,000 in 12 weeks.
How?
Spend $12 in a single purchase on Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway. Look for the words Cash Winner on your tickets to collect $1,000. The more you spend $12 on your favorite daily games, the more chances you have to win. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 7th, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true. Money, money, money.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Draw number 3509 for today, Friday, May 19th, 2023. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. Supervising the draw is Ms. Giselle Alexander, representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. We're playing for $92,000 tonight. But of course, before we select our 5 winning numbers, we will select the free ticket letter. Free ticket letter is C as in cash. Check to see if it matches that on your ticket. If it does, of course, you can claim your free ticket at your outlet of purchase. So we'll now select tonight's 5 winning numbers for $92,000. Good luck to you. Check your tickets. We'll start with a free ticket letter, that is C as in cash, and our 5 winning numbers for $92,000 are 2929, 808, 303, 3030, and 2222. Congratulations to you if you are a lucky winner. Continue supporting the National Lotteries Authority. Have a great night.
NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10. Or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more. With Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Spicile Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Spicile Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. We operate at Grenville and the Carnage. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 440-1500 or visit any of our locations. Spicile Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
Raise it high up the ladder, let we set it on fire. A little more calypso, forget the funk and the disco.
Welcome back, everyone. So we talking style and fashion, and Reece, very, very early someone said here that good night, Godfrey. I don't think Reece will know about the dress we had called a muumuu, and young girls used to press the hair with fork for iron comb. Do you understand what happened there? So Doc, you realize, boy, it's
and that person is very correct. I don't know anything about muumuu. a muumuu in my time is a different muumuu, I guess, in their time. A muumuu is a person for me.
Well, you see, that's the beautiful thing about culture, you know. But Doc, you realize it's only a place like where people go use fork to press the hair instead of an iron comb.
But you know, I discovered something different, Godfrey. I discovered that men, because I went out today and I spoke and amongst people like Miss Helena and Miss Alquin, you know these people. Again, so Godfrey coming right here, they used to use fork. Men used to use the fork to make waves, while the women used to use the iron comb. So I was that person saying fork to press it for women.
Well, no. She said girls used to do it. The girls, the young girls used to do that.
Yeah.
But you know, fellas used to press their hair at one time too, huh?
Huh?
You know, fellas used to press their hair too.
Yes, I also learned that guys used to use the, but basically we shot to make wave. I didn't know. And the other thing that followed up after that was the Jerry curls with guys. But in terms of pressing the hair.
But I mean, Jerry curls was just the other day. I mean, talking before Jerry curl, among that thing we had bald head before Jerry curl. Jerry curl. Yeah. Well, bald head.
Look at you.
No man, me the ball man. I have a two little head me still. Yeah, but yeah, it was really something. And in fact, the women, I recall whenever there was a special function, and mind you, just as how like nowadays you have the hairdressers where you go. Now there were women who were specialized in that. I mean, people would do it, but you had people who they would go by. Yes, to get their hair pressed, because some people were just good at it. And there was another thing about the pressing hair, I had to do with the ironing comb. Now, not many people had ironing comb. So iron comb used to make the wrong. So whoever had, when somebody wanted to press their hair, you went and borrow the iron comb or the ironing combs, and you get your hair pressed.
Yeah, that was a regular thing. But and you know, this has some serious historical connotation to it. The iron comb was actually we denying our look and trying to copy our next look. So the fact that your hair was so kinky, and anytime the wind blow, you fall up like how they say, like sheep. Anyway, or like gravels, that you had to, particularly for the woman that had short hair. I spoke to someone today that had long hair, and she was very proud that she had long hair, and she used to go to school with three plaits.
Yeah.
Most of those ladies with short hair, they couldn't go to school. Children didn't used to go to school with iron. That was an adult thing. Children at that time, children couldn't go to school, so they used to twist the hair. Make this. They used to twist the hair.
They used to call it.
Not really iron. Children didn't used to do that. No, children couldn't go with this adult fashion. But they used to plait it in such a way, because I can't describe it, but the lady explained it to me. But basically twist or make those small knots with some of those hair. Hold
on, you're talking about corkscrew, no?
I don't think it was corkscrew called then.
Listening to both of y'all trying to describe it is just giving me like a headache. I'm really trying to decipher what could possibly, and I'm sure it's simple, I'm sure it is simple, but I don't know. Y'all are making this thing real complex right now.
No, I think Doc talk. Based on what we explained, I think it's corkscrew.
But I don't. But he said three plaits.
No, but that's a different thing.
That's a different thing. Those ladies with long hair, they were able to have three plaits, but those who had short hair, they were unable to do that.
So what they used to have? Describe it again. Let me hear.
They would twist it. Or they would have, I guess what Godfrey said corkscrew, but I don't know. Godfrey, I don't think.
Go ahead and describe that thing.
Let me tell
you.
Using the hair on your head.
No, let me tell you. I'm thinking two things. I'm thinking the corkscrew, but I remembered, as a little fella, I used to have long hair too. And when I say long hair, not long hair, but my hair could have plait. But I remember, my mother used to take the comb, and of course they put the grease, and then they would take the comb and curl it, so it kind of twists. It's not flat, but it. So that's where my mind is as it relates to what Doc talking about. So either that or maybe corkscrew.
But Godfrey, we're talking about what you're talking about. But bear in mind that so you have here that children were able to go to school with. But the sophisticated one they just described, that was for the adult women, those that left school. So children couldn't go with the hair pressed in school. And the twists and things, so I'm not so sure if maybe for those that were Douglas kind of Indian, they probably could have do that. But the others, in terms of those niceties, that was not something that was allowed at all in school. But in the adult world, in terms of the style, yes, what you described, that used to happen in the adult world.
All right. Well, I tell you what, it might be a good idea for us to take some telephone calls very early, because I have a feeling.
Because y'all have me as a female lost.
Reece, just describe it.
Let's go.
I can give some examples. Mind you, my hair stopped plaiting since I was about 2 or 3 thereabouts, right? Because I grew up with dreadlocks. That's what I grew up with. But it doesn't mean that I'm naive and I don't know what I used to see happening in my neighborhood, or that I didn't used to even plait hair and stuff like that. I braid and that kind of thing. So maybe you were talking about corkscrew, but what I know is that in today's society, a lot of schools are totally against corkscrew as hairstyle to go to school.
Right.
After the pre-primary day, it becomes a problem. Some primary schools don't bother about it, but I know that a lot of secondary schools, they make a big deal about it. And going back to what you were saying in terms of how ashamed we are about our hair, you know, that was one of the reasons. So corkscrew was more like you wash your hair, you corkscrew it, but you dare not come to school with it like that the next day.
Right.
After it was something like a after you wash hairstyle.
Oh.
But it's a beautiful hairstyle. It's also called Bantu knots. It's a beautiful hairstyle, and I love to see children with their hair in that way. But it is something that, and I, for the life of me, I don't understand what about Bantu knots is so offensive to us as Black people. Maybe there is a history behind it.
No, we are the only people that can do that. Anything that we alone can do or we own, it is wrong.
Even the curl that you were describing, right? You rightfully say that a lot of the children with like softer hair, who were what you call the Douglas and stuff, would come with their hair, whether it's long or short, but they would just have like a curl. And a lot of us, our children's hair could go that way when it's when they're much younger. But when it starts taking texture and getting what we call napier, it curls as well. But the thing is, the curl is a much tighter curl. You see people doing that today. Black people are doing that today. They would use the comb or they use their finger, call it a finger curl, and they would curl their hair. Now that curl defies gravity. It's the only one that can defy gravity. And it's a tight curl because our Africanness allows for our hair to be able to curl really tight. So it can do a lot of things. It can straighten out as well with heat. That's what we do, right? When you press it, you straighten it out with heat. But, you know, when water or moisture, you know, takes it, it goes back to its natural state of being a tightly curled hair.
Godfrey, before you take the call, I heard Reece mention press, and I'm saying iron. What was the term? Is it
both of them? No, man.
You press your hair with an iron comb.
Oh.
But no, but people say use it anyhow, you know. You could say you're going to iron your hair, you're going to press your hair, anything.
Yeah.
It didn't make a difference, really. So either way.
As a child, I remember in my neighborhood, you used to smell hair burning on a Sunday.
Yeah, when you go and press it.
So there, especially when children went to secondary school, it was like a graduation into having permed or straightened hair. So on a Sunday, you know, after hair is washed, you would smell all the burning hair in the backhead because hair was being ironed or pressed, as we see.
Right. Let's go to the telephone now and see who's with us. Oui Culture, good evening. Hello. Good evening, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, I'm calling from New York.
Right.
Now, I'm listening to y'all every Friday. But, you know, this We Culture thing, I want to know, is it really about bringing back much some of the old-time culture, or is it just a talk show thing, just saying about what used to happen, you know, in the past, what, you know, and these other things? I want to know the real juice of We Culture.
The whole idea.
Can we ask the caller what is it that she would prefer before we answer?
Caller, you heard what the Reece asked?
She asked what is it that I'm going to prefer?
Yeah, what you...
Well, seeing Livingston is there, and I know Livingston is interested in bringing back some of the culture. I know, like, you know, growing up, we had the Lafayette group and other groups. So I thought it was, you know, We Culture was leading towards that aspect. You know, I'm not saying, you know, that, you know, there shouldn't be people talking, discussing about what used to happen before. But, you know, I thought Livingston would have been the main person in the forefront, saying what he wants to see in culture what they want to bring back to Grenada in culture and have it more that people going to be more interested, because I mean a lot in culture there is a lot of young children that like singing, like acting, and you know that's where I thought We Culture was headed.
Okay.
So Godfrey, I'm going to respond since the lady singled me. So lady, very, I think interesting, but let me just say to you, this program, We Culture, started a couple years ago, and it started mainly to kind of just go with Grenadians and reminisce of how things used to be, and also to recognize what was Grenadian authentic culture. In terms of me and my personal mission, I am with the Cultural Foundation, and we are actually, what you just said, we are doing that at the Cultural Foundation right now, setting up the background in order to see how we can enlarge, recapture, develop, again, what we have lost in the performing arts. So that before it could be whatsoever, I'm trying to get back that on for. But this forum we have here right now, by and large, is a talk shop just reminiscing in terms of what our culture is and trying to recognize the distinction. So while amidst all that was said tonight, we recognize at least one major point, if you can get anything out of it, is we recognize how we were seen, how our own being, our identity was subjugated, because we were forced to take on a new kind of persona by doing something, by using our hair, etc., to look like other people.
Yeah, I know.
So I think amidst all that, we are also saying to you, we reach a point now where we should be proud of who we are, but that is where we were before. And so we're looking at that to say we can be proud of who we are right now, and we can embrace. I mean, Reece just made a point there to say she cannot see why even in our school system our children cannot use corkscrew. That to me is a clarion call that we have to identify and hold on to who we are. So yes, it is a talk shop, but I think in terms of delving with certain issues, we could still pick up something out of it. I hope you do.
Yes, well, yes, I'm saying yes. But and for Godfrey, you coming down and go off too much. Everything you say, it's Guava people that doing it. No, it used to be done all over the island. So stop beating up on Guava, please. I'm not from Guava. I'm from Grenville. So stop beating up on Guava, because they use fuck all about to pass in the air. So stop beating up on Guava like that poster coming through.
And I tell them already that Grenville and Guava are the two tongues that kept their name, which speaks to all the so we have something in common. I don't know why these two holy men just continue to try to beat upon us. And we are not enemies. We are sisters.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So tell him stop beating up and go up, because you have to all about in Grenville, in that man, and showing all this and judges everything, because children want to change their hair because they figure their hair too hard to comb and these other things. So stop beating up and go up, Godfrey.
Carla, let me tell you something. I am not beating up on Guava, I am merely stating some facts. The thing is, Guava is a special place. Let's just leave it at that. Guava is a special place, and some of the things that happen there, it doesn't happen nowhere else. So
don't say that. No, Godfrey, probably you doesn't go around in the whole of Grenada, and what happening in Guava don't happen in other parish too. It have little ins and it does happen too. Inside places. Don't put this up and go out.
Thank you, Carla. All the best. Thank you, Lydia. Reece, I think we should take some Facebook comments. I think they're building up quite a bit.
Yes. So Cynthia is saying that Mumu are back, and I asked her to explain to it, and from what I'm gathering, it is what we call a shift dress today. Maybe I'm wrong, but from what I'm gathering, I think that's what we call the shift dress. She said it's sort of loose in the bottom and it's short. Okay, so Dodo is saying, sorry, Cynthia is also saying, and Corm was to straighten. Fox did what the finger waves do now. Okay. Right. So she was explaining that the muumuu is those loose fitting short dresses we are wearing now. And I think that's what we call the shift dresses. Or maybe the skater dresses. Dodo is saying there were people who we used to go to and press the hair. They were the hairdresser. Shift, Cynthia is saying that shift was straight, muumuu loose fitting. So it's probably the skater. Dodo is saying I believe it is corkscrew. Corkscrew is what we call Nubian. Cynthia is contributing. Veronica Sandy saying, glad you are discussing fashion here. In 1978, May 1st, my aunt gave me a TCB perm. I saw stars, moon, everything. She left it too long. I had scabs for weeks. It pains me up till now. I am crying. Cynthia saying, exactly as you say, twist. Corkscrew folks did that in the night before going to sleep. Veronica is saying to curl an afro. That is a corkscrew. Corkscrew is used to curl an afro. Dodo is saying, correct, Reece, children did not go to school with corkscrew. It was mostly after washing your hair, then one will corkscrew their hair. She's also saying people used to get their ears burned when pressing their hair sometimes. Hair used to burn when the comb too hot, and especially when they put grease. That's another thing, eh? Mm-hmm. Cynthia is saying, right, and they combed out before going out. While the others who wanted straight hair, straight used rollers to curl or colors, be it sponge or plastic. Even some used wire. Jose is saying, good night, folks. Well, I'm hearing things. Godfrey said he had long hair that plait. I know, right? Reece said she grew up with locks. Well, I think Scholar just started to have kosher roots on his head. and on his head, and Living might say he was a rasta to a bald head. Livingston. Okay. Ali Pascal is saying, oh, Sunday, once you press your hair, you better not let dew fall on it, or else you will catch cold. Your head might swell, your straight hair will turn. Jose is saying, I guess you all forgot that Sotez was the shopping center of Grenada. People from all over used to come to shop in Sotez. Wayne is saying, my wife is from Guelph, and she got a mouth on her. Okay, Wayne. That's a prominent feature of Guelph women. And Jose said, I remember 3 women from Guelph came to Sotez and rob all all the stores in Sotez and was caught at the last store near to the police. You want to take a caller? You want another caller from New York to call and pack up, Jose?
No, I was just trying to figure out. Anyway, we have a caller on the line. Let's go to the telephone. Oui Culture, good evening. Hello?
Yes, good evening. Well, I just heard muumuu, and I had to call because, Lord God, I hated this muumuu. Yes, muumuu is a loose dress with a drop waist, reaching by your hip, and then they gather the little skirt. The straight, the loose dress that probably Reece was talking about is what we used to call tent. So, tent and muumuu were reigning. But Lord have mercy, those were the 2 styles I hated.
But caller, I thought tent is what? Not a maternity dress? What do they call a maternity dress?
No.
Yes,
well, now they're calling it so. But
okay.
Tent, children used to wear tent. Tent used to be like flairish, but from straight up from the neck.
Okay.
Right.
So
it's a loose dress with a little yoke, and it had 2 little buttons on the little yoke. Because I had a church dress. Anytime I had to wear tent or I had to wear muumuu, I sick. I can't go to church. Because those were 2 styles I just hated. You hear the name muumuu? You look like a muumuu when you put on a muumuu. It's stupid, it's loose, the waist, because in those days you know about dress band. You know to tie your band in your waist and show up your little figure. But this muumuu cut straight and it reached to the hip and then a little gathered skirt go down to your knee. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, caller. Thanks a lot indeed. The truth is, I never heard about this dress they call muumuu. This is the first time I'm actually hearing about it.
I would have disliked that mumu too, because from what she explained, as a little girl, I remember seeing girls going to church with those little dresses, that drop waist that she speaks of, and the gathers in the bottom. Yeah, I would have not liked mumu either.
Yeah, well, I've never. It's the first time I'm actually hearing the name. It's kind of fascinating. I never knew about. I knew about what. Actually, I don't even know what they call no dress. You know, I tried to think about whether that no dress name, but Doc, I don't know dress name.
You asking me, Reece?
I spoke about the tent dress, and yes, as a child again, you saw your mother wearing these tent tops and tent dresses, and even in my time, like even as an adult, I remember the tent dresses came back. It was a returned a bit of fashion. There, it actually start flaring out from the boobs go all the way down.
Right.
Yes. So the tent dress, yeah, and a lot of little children used to wear tent dresses.
But I think
some people call it maternity as well.
Well, that's what I know. Like when a woman is pregnant, you hear they say, well, they had to make a tent. You know, so that
today modern women don't really wear tents.
What do you mean?
We wear bodycon. So
what is that?
It envelopes the stomach. So it gives a whole showing, a whole printout of how big the stomach is, how it's shaped and everything. That's how women today dress when they're pregnant.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
But I you know Doc, there was some, and we're talking about dress, but there was some different types of material that they used. One that comes to mind right away is polka dot. Polka dot.
Polka dot is not a fabric. Polka dot is like a print, a pattern.
A color, a print.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of, yeah.
But when you're talking about fabric, Godfrey, I think, well, let me just say before we go into the material, that usually styles are kind of repeat itself.
Yes, they do.
So it will come back maybe in a more modern style. But in terms of material, you know, women used to make from the flower bag at all the time. Well, even we will come to that. But let me take you a little bit further. In the early days, most women just used to wear, particularly going to work, and you're going back to the estate life. They used to go to work with dresses, mainly dresses. And then when the man came around, our main hero, Eric Machugiri, he is the one that basically introduced pants to women widespread. And he also introduced boots. So that became something that, you know, became a staple in terms of women dressing with pants, not only then to work, but it started overflowing. But again, women used to use them flower bag at that time to make the skirts. And men would go and buy the dongori and the gabardine, etc. And we talk about style that way, and you know, our pants, a lot of pants, boys' pants, men pants, used to have a lot of tear, because men pants used to almost have an eternity. A guy has a pants, a dongori pants, he tear, he patch it.
So, patch all over the place, in the skirt, in the bottom, all about.
Everywhere he patch it, constantly patching it. So I wanted to say this thing, washing those pants used to be extremely heavy, difficult, because you have a blue here, red here, you know, different shades, all kind of patches. But now we find a new style in a different way, where people are wearing jeans, and they wear the jeans with the tear. They no longer patching it. It was actually a shameful thing in early days to wear jeans and it's tear, so you patch it. Now you pay more for the jeans that is tear.
I was about to say that it costing you more to get a tear of pants than to have a whole pants, part of a pants. but no, this is serious, you know. It is. Yesterday, last evening when I was coming up to work, driving up the lane, I saw there was a young lady going down, and the entire front of her leg in her jeans was gone. He had no, and I'm like, but wait, she forgot to put on the US and she closed. And I can guarantee you, if you compare the cost of that with a full pants, I mean, the full pants is not change compared to.
You're not paying for the material, you're paying for the style.
The more destroyed or the more easy,
destructive,
is the more you pay for it. So little damage, destroyed, and yet damage and destroyed. You pay more for destroyed than damage because
But we see
has no front at the for the entire leg, from top to bottom, no front.
Yeah.
And you pay more for
No. I tell you, I actually saw the young lady. She was.
But
we did this to costumes today.
Yeah. But remember,
in the costume is the less you pay.
Yeah, well, of course, definitely. So, guys, we need to take our final break. Let's just take the final break, and then we come back. We'll take some more calls. The phone is going, so we'll take some more calls. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
From the farm to the store to your home, supporting farmers catering for your needs. The Food Fair Supermarket provides fresh fruits and vegetables from its 2 convenient locations for over 5 decades. The Food Fair Supermarkets, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets.
Do you have muscular pain that no one can find a solution for? Are you tired of taking meds for joint and other pains? Hills and Valley Medicare Center on Grenville Street, St. George is here to help you heal. We will help you map a path to your full recovery. Visit us Monday to Saturday for a consultation with our on-site doctor, physiotherapist, and massage team. You will be glad you did. Our Medicare Center, a proud member of the Hills and Valley group of companies. On the hilltop or in the valley, we are with you wherever life takes you. Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Your health is our business.
Raise it high up the ladder. Let we set it on fire. A little more calypso. Forget the funk and the disco. A little more.
Welcome back, everyone. Reece, I have a comment here on the WhatsApp platform. Where is it? Okay, yes, right. So someone says, good night to the host. The pressure used to fry and smoke used to come out of the iron comb. We wanted to look like the Indians. After that, you couldn't go outside, else you get cold in your head. Yeah, I remember that. After you press your hair, you had to stay inside. We also wear our skirts on our hips, and it was called hipster. Also, we had floor-back skirts and short pants. As young children, girls used to show off when they wearing frill panties. They used to raise their clothes for the friends to see. Oh yes, indeed. Yeah. All right. So Reece, let's take whatever other comments we have, and then we would go to the telephone.
So Right, Medea is saying, I still love a good high-waisted pants. Bell-bottoms are embarrassing. Can't believe I wore them. I wonder if you that forced her to wear that.
No. I would never.
Alexandra is saying, wow, that's what the show is all about, because I never heard about this mumu. Neither did I, Alexandra. Ali saying bell-bottoms are back. Dodo is saying, how about the can-can? Cynthia is saying, sorry, I do not like, each his own. Cynthia is also saying polka dot is a design. Angel is saying Godfrey and guys, good night. Plaid material was the best for women, and it's back again. Then we had Cynthia saying bell bottoms and high waist are now back. She's also saying no, we don't have to patch. He don't have to patch. The more it's torn, is the more expensive. Medea is saying my dad used to love wearing jeans. Jeans pants, jeans jacket, jeans hat, jeans gloves, all at the same time in Grenada's hot sun.
Billy had to stop that kind of thing.
Well,
I was thought Billy after.
He probably didn't have the jeans shoes yet. He would have been in the jeans shoes. And we have jeans underwear now. Passing tongue by the stores, you'll see them.
Yeah.
Alexandra is saying that used to be the style back then. But it is, I love the ripped jeans. Alban is saying, yes, I remember this dress. It was like the poor people culture. Quick cut. Love your discussion. The young generation would not know of Mumu, Ferron, and Malaire. Mumu, Ferron, Malaire. I hope I pronounced it correct. Cynthia is saying, even though the gym boots are now high cuts. Maria is saying the style is called distressed. Yeah? Distressed.
What? Distressed jeans?
Yes. Yulin is saying the Mumu dresses is coming back into fashion. I saw them in some couple of stores that I went into. Medea is saying, laughing out loud, they are. Fashion always come back. That one didn't have to. It could have stayed where we left it. I guess that's a bell bottom. Ernesto is saying men use bro wear. Men used to wear the bell bottom with the dashiki and the afro hairstyle. I guess that's dark out here. How many of y'all have Jerry curl? Cynthia is saying my granddaughter laughs when I tell her I wore all of this, and not how embarrassed people were to wear them clothes and gym boots. Wayne is saying interesting conversation. Cynthia is saying yes, it smoked because of the grease people used, Vaseline or hair grease. Marilyn Gordon, floor bag underwear. Oh my God. Yulin is
floor
saying
bag skirt. I asked that specifically.
Floor bag skirt and apron and
floor bag skirt.
No.
Floor bag skirt.
On here used to wear dog muzzle shoes. And when the hot sun take you with that in your foot, you have to walk through the bushes on the side of the road.
We don't want water in drain.
No, they call it, some people call it dog muzzle, but that's not what we call pig nose.
Pig nose, yeah, that's pig nose.
Pig nose, like pig nose.
But
Yeah,
Doc, I think,
but
Doc, hold on. I think pig nose graduated to dog muzzle, you know, because in our time when we had pig nose, it used to be black.
Yes.
And then you start having all kind of different color, all color, pretty red, green, and yellow. And I find that is when they call it dog muzzle. Huh?
We now call it jelly sandals.
Jelly sandals?
And Ali Pascal is saying, speaking of floor bag clothes, remember floor bag mask? Spice Mask should look into bringing it back. No, we play floor mask, Ali. We don't we play. Every Sunday you're passing by you can see floor mask playing.
Yeah.
Right.
But hold on, just before you go, as you mentioned the dog muzzle and the pig nose, you remember when the go for shoe was the Chinese shoe?
Chinese shoe?
Yeah, the girls had the one with the strap. And that come from Kung Fu, from watching Kung Fu. You see the thing? Tie up.
Well, yes, we influenced by outside influence sometimes, but the fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but it's unfortunate because now a couple years ago we were actually looking for a Chinese shoe for dancing. purposes. It's not the best, but it actually was just really flat. But there's a famous piece of material, Godfrey. People used to call tilili.
Yes.
I don't know. Reece has no clue. Hopefully somebody will call and talk about tilili.
But you had tilili and you also had Terylin. You remember Terylin used to be a shot?
Yeah, Terylin was for making
shot and Terylin shot, yeah.
Tilili was mainly for bedspread, but people used to make this nice floral dress and skirt with it.
Yeah.
But they used to call it tilili.
Tilili rags.
Not rags.
But you had a song like that, I think it was the Merry Men, Tilili, tilili, pum pum. Tilili, pum pum. I don't know if it's the same thing they were referring to. Anyway, so let's go back.
I think she was from the media. Just one final thing, and she mentioned and she had a really good description about all the various dresses, etc. I wonder if she know what was the maxi dress, or if that is the same thing she was calling. I even forget the name. But a maxi dress. Hopefully somebody will call.
Maxi was a long dress. That's the long dress. It's not, I tell you, it's not maxi. It's maxi.
What called maxi dress now?
No, you're not. No, that's evening gown. Not so easy.
Maxi dress.
Maxi dress, not evening gown.
No.
Let's go back to the telephone. We had a caller. We seem to have lost the call. But the maxi was a long dress, going right down by your foot down there.
You call it maxi, right?
No, maxi.
Maxi.
Well,
Okay.
The market was maxi, but it could be maxi.
Maxi dress was to me the same thing as a maxi dress. A big, long.
Yes, it was big and long.
Kind of dress, right?
Let's take a call. The phone. Yeah, let's go back. Oui Culture, good evening.
Good evening. I only just got onto the program, so I'm checking. Did you talk about Banlon?
About?
Banlon.
No.
You don't know what is a Banlon jersey?
Oh, well, we used to call it Baldan.
Banlon was the material.
Oh.
But it was better known as pull and stay.
I didn't get that.
Anytime you pass by a nail, you hook on the nail and you just pull and stay.
Pull and
Have
stay.
a good night.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Actually, we used to call it.
Imagine a jersey characterized by he could hook.
But it's interesting because now we knowing the correct name is Bandlon, but we used to call it Baldan, a Baldan jersey. I remember a girl like saw a Baldan jersey already, and that'd be nice Baldan jersey that Uncle Hanley sent from England, and I end up in jab, and my Baldan jersey get tired again. I got transfer to that. The nice Baldan jersey, yeah. Anyway, we have another call on the line. Let's go back to the telephone. Oui Culture, good evening. Hello. Good evening, caller. Hello. Okay.
It would be interesting if Miss Mason Francis could call in about this. I have visited her home already, and she showed me albums of herself when she was a young girl. She was a fashionista. I could tell you that. And when you see a lot of the outfits she wore as a young girl, I saw them in my time.
Right.
So fashion really returns.
It does.
Polka dot prints, the leopard print, all these animal prints, they never really go out. They come back. I mean, look, we have the bell bottom, we have bootleg, we have palazzo, we have...
We talk about bell bottom, but we never get the counterpart now, because the counterpart to bell bottom is the gun mouth.
Yeah. Right. Well, we've been talking a lot more about the women. We have not actually, spoken about the men fashion. Gun
mouth, or you go from gun mouth to gun waist. Everything gone right all the way up.
But we have not even touched remember, men hairstyle was a big thing too. So I think we're going to come back to that, because we spoke about the women hairstyle and we went to their clothing. But we need to go back and look at the men's hairstyle. But let's take a call and see who's with us. We Culture, good evening. Hello. We Culture, good evening. Good evening, caller.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just trying to get out some of the thing. They had something they call can for the girls. I don't know if you know about that. And then you had the mini skirt which they call them by the stroke, 3-stroke, 4-stroke, and the 5-stroke mini. It used to be longer. The pants they buy now for the 400 with the strip. In the 70s, we used to do it as men. We cut it on the knee with a razor blade, and you take a pin, and you cut it, and you strip it out and make it come like that. And even at the end of the pants, we used to do it right down at the bottom. You cut that sew-on piece there, you cut it out, and then you take the same needle or the pin and cut it out. And then, you could have cut with the scissors to make the jeans with a scissors, and you get the shape of an eye, like the eyelid, you know? And then you strip it. But we used to have jeans for $20 and $15. We buy the $10 jeans and do that, right? And then we used to have, like the men, we used to have the sew-on seams. You used to sew on your seams on your jeans. You used to have your clocks where you put it on your tire bottom, and then you polish it to make it look nice. You used to have one we call Sobo. And then you have the dog muscles, what you was talking about. We used to call it Plasha Wash. So, thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I mean, different areas. There we go again. But Doc, you mentioned the clocks with the tire bottom. I mean, I remember that because clocks was leather. And you know, after that original bottom way off, you bring it by a shoemaker, and there were guys who were very good at cutting out and then they would sew on that tire, and you have shoes for the rest of your life, you know?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I remember that. But this guy is really in tune with your time fashion.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. That's our good friend Festus. I mean, he has paid serious attention to a lot of things, and he's a wealth of knowledge. Hey?
Not a tailor?
I don't know.
The way he was talking about all these pieces of fashion there, I thought maybe he was a tailor when he talked about sewing on the seams and.
Yeah, well, I mean, all the thing. But let's just backtrack a bit. Well, let's just take this call quickly and then we'll go. We Culture, good evening.
Yes, good night.
Yes, good evening.
How are you all?
Very good, and you?
Yes, good enough. Yeah, remember the farmers. Now you see the men going to the garden like the farmers, and they were in water boots. But it wasn't so before. It was something you call clogs. I don't know if you're...
Clogs, yes.
And then they would make it stronger by putting something like a horseshoe under that it would be strong, and it was a very heavy something. But we don't see that anymore.
Right.
And even there is something you call the como band, where ladies used to make this nice dress, and then they pleat up an extra piece of band, and they put it in the waist. Even the belting and the buckram to make, and the buckle, we don't see that anymore. All these styles die out. And the afro, when you dress your Caroline shirt and you put on your afro, man, you're looking so nice. Heavy material. And this big afro, and you have the afro comb.
Yes.
Sadly, we don't see that anymore.
Yes.
Changed.
Indeed. Thank you.
So it is.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Yeah,
all right, then.
All the best here. Yeah, I was saying, maybe we could just backtrack a bit and kind of look at some of the men's styles, starting with the hair and so, because that was a big thing. That was a big thing as well. Doc, originally Afro was the go.
But Afro was the 70s, and Afro was linked, as I said, sometimes world events or level of consciousness would decide on what you wear, what you do. So Afro came in mainly around with the Black Power movement, you know? So just around the time when actually jewelry was coming up. Well, you know, 72, 73, They had a major kind of attempt in Trinidad, and our Prime Minister here, Gary, he basically said when your neighbor was on fire, it's a wet yours. Dealing with the rise of the Black Power movement, and the Black Power movement was get to say, you know, they were against women pressing their hair and men trying to imitate European style. So the Black Power movement was say, we have our Afro, let us grow our Afro. That is our natural look. So the Afro with the dashiki, and some people say the bell bottoms, and then the actually introduction of some serious sandals coming in was a kind of look that was promulgated with that level of consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So the Afro was a kind of identification of our Afrocentricity, that look that we say that is ours. So, and I think it started the debate about how we could go to school, So while the system didn't accept that, the people that were in Afro were saying we should be what we are, we should hold on to our look and things. So that was the whole thing. The Afro was actually within that movement of Black identification.
But there's also something with the and the caller before mentioned the Afro comb. I remember guys used to make the Afro comb. They used to get the spokes from bicycle.
Bicycle, yeah.
And then they would make the Afro comb with a piece of board, and then after you start going in store and you're seeing plastic Afro comb, then you're seeing all kind of different Afro comb,
Yeah.
and it was, so all of these things, and also the plait hair for men came in. Because guys used to plait their hair to comb out their Afro. Because, apparently the plait used to make it big. And then, of course...
The plait used to make it softer.
Yeah. And then, of course, when you comb out your Afro with your Afro comb and thing, and you fellas from the back, and you comb out, and you do your thing. You gotta get don't forget you gotta get your postcard.
But Godfrey,
you must have a postcard too. And to flatten it, so no while here you look slick.
Yeah, but you don't see some people will never go wear Afro. The hair just couldn't go all there.
Yeah.
And I think like me, my brother was
Gravels.
Yeah, you hair staying right there, long like that, but it's right there,
Yeah,
So some people just couldn't go Afro, and so the plaiting.
Yeah.
Attempt to soften and straighten your hair.
Yes.
You get a little body.
Yeah, definitely.
That is exactly what happens. Even with women, the more you brush your hair, your natural hair, and plait it, is the more it stretch. And even if when you wash it, it would have the major shrinkage again. That is what brushing and plaiting does for you. So you would wash your hair, plait it, and you let it go just about the time when you're ready to go out. Another thing that women do now to get that length is to wet. So you have your spray bottle with your little essential oils and all that with water. And I can do that right now. I can just spray my hair right now and you would see volume when I pull it out. But right now, it's a little on the dry side, so it's major shrinkage happening here. And while I was there, there's a woman that met me in Grenville about 5 weeks ago and chastised me. She's probably listening right now. She said, "You not Reece?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Well, you'll be fooling people. I thought you had all this hair. Then I hair." And the thing is, I pulled my hair all the way back for the very rare time in my lifetime. So everything was just looking flat like that. And she thought that when my hair is all up and out, it's not my hair. But that's what water and essential oils do. It gives it some weight so it will drop and, But I just wanted to say, when you all were talking about the Afro comb and all that, all is not lost. There's a lot of young guys who are sporting their Afro. There are Afro combs in my house.
Yeah.
Who only recently locked his hair. Just before that, and I'm talking like from late last year, he was sporting a big Afro.
Yeah.
Big Afro. Very proud of that Afro.
But what I notice now though, it's a kind of process. There are a lot of young guys. They plait the hair, they grow the Afro with the intent to lock it down the road. So they do it to get the length, and when they think they have the length, then they go to the
because
go to
they
the
don't
lock.
like the short startup.
Yeah. I have observed that. Let's take a call. We have a caller.
And we have some comments.
Yes. We Culture, good evening. Hello. We Culture, good evening.
Good night, Godfrey. Good night. My boy from Tivoli and night, Reece.
Good night.
Godfrey, I want to tell you that. Hey,
Sylvester.
Afro. When you have an afro, use a man in tongue. Afro, bell-bottom pants, and clocks from Charles of Grenada. When you have on that, use a man of class.
All right.
Another thing is why they had a maternity dress. They call it a maternity dress. That's a big dress for when the ladies and them get pregnant, that the child could have enough play. You know, sometimes now the children and them, some of them born deformed. They're in the belly and they deformed because all this tight piece of thing they put it on and them pants squeezing below belly, all kind of thing, and all them kind of thing. They ain't giving the children enough play. So when they stay in that position, they stay in that position too long. So when they stay in that position, they come out, the hand one side, their foot one side, everything one side. So that is the reason why they had to wear maternity dresses. And everywhere you go, once you see a lady with a big dress, it's maternity. She's pregnant. It could be 1 week, 2 weeks, she's pregnant. So all these things that they're doing there and causing the problem with children. Some of them born, they have problems from since they're born. So they ought to know that these things have a significant thing in it, a history, you know?
All right. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Have a great night and take care. I'm happy that I got all of this night. Reece,
all right.
Happy belated Mother's Day, Reece.
Thank you very much, and same to you.
All right, baby girl.
All the best.
Free the belly.
Yes.
Free the belly.
Yeah.
A good time to reveal to Reece her mom. I see a lady today, and her hairstyle was in all blue. Reece, she was all blue. She didn't have an afro to call afro, really short hair. She resides on the Paradise Bridge. She usually sells corn. She sometimes sells peas. I mean, I've never seen somebody. I mean,
what color here? Blue?
Indigo blue.
Listen, I went to Queen Show.
About fashion. That's fashion.
That's real fashion.
I went to Queen Show in Grenville looking for my mother because I came to Grenville hungry, went straight to Paradise Bridge to get fed, only to find out that mother went to Queen Show. And I couldn't find mother. I don't know why.
That could show.
Maybe I would not have identified her because the hair was blue.
Unless you saw and you didn't know.
Yes.
let me just read a quick comment here, and then we would take some Facebook. So someone said the iron comb must have the correct temperature. If it's too hot, the plait of the hair will fry and burn away. Also, if rain wet you, then your hair will turn back to its original texture. And they go on to say maxi dress was long to the ankle. This used to be worn at weddings. Someone also says the straight foot pants, chip pants. What about a bad shot? Pull and go tie. Greasing your black dog muzzle with lard oil to shine. A red handkerchief hanging out of your back pocket. Washing your hair with cochineal and boiling Vaseline with beeswax and scented oil to rub in the root of the hair to avoid breakage and encourage growth. What? I wasn't a hairdresser, boy. Then somebody says here, right, the leading jeans in the 70s were the Lee and the Mustang. Who remembers corduroy jeans? Of course, all now have a corduroy. The dog muzzle was first called the tractor. Well, I didn't know that. I know about pig nose. Someone says, Godfrey, remember the midriff, the hot pants, and the halter back. Halter back, that was a big thing. The two best shoemakers, Sam in Grenville and Cake Man in Belmont. Yes, I know about Sam in Grenville. My Afrocomb was the Grenada map. There was also the peace and love sign Afrocomb and the bracket with the spoon and the fork. Yeah, I remember those. Then someone says here, good night, Godfrey. Men had punk and gala rush me hairstyles. Older men used to wear a muff in front of their head. No. And I want you to talk about that because muff was also original.
Yeah.
I just give a muff in front here. Nice.
At that time, every time you get a tree, you had to have muff.
Yeah.
It was like a compulsion. That was the style.
And then gradually that
is why the man got the name Godfrey.
Muff man.
Bus driver.
Yes. All right, Reece, let's take some comments.
Bus driver from Guelph? Muff?
No. Muff man or from St. Patrick.
Rosehill side.
Rosehill up there. Go over the Muff man?
We have a Muff in Guelph. Muff. Muff. That was the Muff. Muff. Anyway. So the chip that the woman talk about, that you read out there. You know that was like every polyester, cotton, skirt or whatever used to have all these chip, the short pants, everything. That was a whole era. They even had bags with those things. Now we call them tassels.
Tassels?
Tassels, yes. So I have some comments here. Ali Pascal is saying that pig nose is Crocs now.
Yeah.
Veronica is saying, yes, Jeffrey only came in black. No, it's ballerina. Where's Jeffrey? Jeffrey's those Chinese shoes?
Well, maybe.
Yeah, that's what the pig knows. I don't know. Yeah, but I see the ballerina. Yes, that yeah.
Saying Maxie's long dress. Wayne says my wife loves maxi dresses. I want to know where Wayne from, because Jose put out a comment there about women from Guelph going and robbing Sotes, and he found it and he liked it.
But why are we that?
And I want to know why Wayne Francis would like something like that, having a wife from Guelph.
he probably from Wayne probably from Guelph too.
Mini, maxi, and because they're different. Mini, maxi, and long dress. Evening gown, formal wear. Maxi dress. Kathleen is saying maxi dress is a long dress. Yulin is saying I had all different colors in the Chinese shoes. Ali saying maxi is long frock. Cynthia is saying all these jerseys bandlon. And Marilyn Gordon is saying flare skirt. Cynthia sure does. That's why my granddaughter laughs when I tell her been there, done that. In other words, everything was here and it's back. Marilyn Gordon is saying punkasal.
Yeah, punkasal. That was a shoe, you know. Punkasal was a shoe, yeah.
My mini skirts had the underwear sewn on. Marilyn is saying Mr. Dominic platform shoes. Ali Pascal is saying crepe and kegs. True. Veronica is saying men haircut, gala rush, high top. Hate to see men in Jericho's. Flat top with long braid at the back. Cynthia said Afro pig. Christopher St. Paul is saying guys from Florida stood out with the Afro. Samson Dabrio and Joseph family. Okay. Cynthia is saying in our area we call dog muzzle major boss front. You said who remembers crimpling pants?
Well, of course.
And Sylvina is saying material for can was fine. When made, had a piece of wire around the bottom, you had to starch it. And when one have it on, it used to make your clothes spread out wide by the skirt part. Yeah, they went from using wire to using like fishing line as well. It has a softer and it's bouncier when you use the fishing line. Dresses nowadays, like little girls' church dresses, christening dresses with all the frill, they use the fishing line type of wire in the hems of those dresses.
Catguts.
Right. Yeah. Let's look. Yeah. Doc, I had a bad maroon crimping pants, you know. But let's go to the telephone. We have a caller on the line. Oui Culture, good evening. Hello. Hello, Blue here on the line, you know.
Yes, Blue here speaking.
Yeah?
Yeah, Blue here speaking. I wake up, I have the chair sleeping, and I hear I hear a man describing somebody here. I said, I look as mine. Hey. Why are you talking about washing shoes too?
Washing, washing. Yeah,
when school opening the first week, you glad to get a washing gown. Yeah, me brother, I used to get washing gown and jean boots, and the jean boots. Yeah, and then we were in hula house slippers, all kind of thing when school just open. Well, Reece, what I didn't tell you, me had day blue, you don't see me? I was easy to find.
I come up in Queen Show, I go and look for you, I leave him a message.
When I go in Queen Show, I'm supposed to go and sit down in official. But I just tell Miss Ben I want to stay on the ground. So I was on the ground and I had my granddaughter, one Kakadina daughter with maybe Kakadina, also going tongue in consulting police thing in tongue down there. So I also bring child behind, so maybe I had the baby sitting in the Queen Show, you couldn't see me.
Yeah, I was on the ground too, but I didn't see you.
Well, you were well off Miss Paradise.
Yes.
Yeah. But I nothing. One of these days I go take it out next year. I go sponsor you to go for Queen. Well, I go sponsor you for next year.
When
yeah.
Alright.
So anyway, well, I be sleeping already. I'm saying good night.
All the best. Take care.
Yeah.
Alright. Yes. Alright. Yeah.
I don't want to go and look at the pause on the airstrip. Is there no vehicle on the airstrip?
No.
She can't see that now.
Bridge closed, you can't go past.
Yeah, the bridge closed.
The bridge closed, you can't pass. You pass the gun bridge, you can't go in pause now, right? No. All them apartments closed down, you know.
Guest house, not apartment, guest house.
All the apartments on them. Yeah, guest house. They closed down. Things so bright. So we have a comment here. Someone said men took their gunboat pan to the tailor to insert pieces on the side to make bell bottom. Yeah, that was a thing. You'd have two colors.
Expand
colors. And then different colors. Different colors.
Remember when I started wearing those Paco clothes, those big oversized Paco jeans. It had matching. It was like color blocking, black and yellow, black and red. It looked like they were wearing jackets, but made of denim kind of material, but it had no sleeves. And then it had those that were like shirts, long sleeve, and the matching pants, and they had big PACO on it. Oh, remember
Paco,
that?
yeah. Paco, yeah.
Oh my God, that could stay where it is.
But Doc, another big thing was khaki pants, you know. And khaki pants are a thing. There are certain class of people who used to wear khaki pants. When you're wearing khaki pants, that means you have money. Eh?
Usually the khaki pants.
Yeah, wearing khaki pants, you have money.
Yeah. And then later on the jeans, I don't know if the jeans and the jeans top came, I think, just after the Afro era. You know, with that. But you know, Godfrey, when you look back, there's some people that their whole life is like a fashion statement.
Yeah.
There was a guy that in Grenville, he always dress up, I don't know where he's from, in the same colors, like the pants, everything match. White shoe, white shirt. When you're ready, he's red everything, yellow everything, you know. So some people, that is the style. They just always be, you know, they're always in fashion. It's a kind of fashion.
All right. So do we have a call on the line? So folks, the number is 435-2041. Let's go back to the telephone. Oui Culture, good evening.
Yes, gentlemen, I just called back. Between the 50s and the 40s, you used to have a pants called Gina P.
Jalopy, yes, I heard about that. Yeah.
Short and long pants. Then we used to have the Lee jacket with a lot of patches on it. Patches all over. And then we had that's a style that used to come from the police. Anytime you see a young guy outside in the morning early with his hair chang, that means he spent a night in the cell. Because the police, especially the afro, they didn't like us with our afro. So once they catch us, they chang in your hair and they beat you and chang. So once you see the only man of this chang you know what it is.
Oh, you spend a night down there in the caraboose?
Yeah, you spend a night inside, man. And then we used to have the Farmer Brown was another.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Farmer Brown was a big thing.
Yeah, and your bracelet. You must have your bracelet on your hand or your fork or your pen.
Yeah. Silver or bronze bracelet.
Yeah,
definitely. All right, yeah. And they used to have the overall thing too, you know, Doc. This big overall.
But isn't that what they call it, the Farmer Brown?
No, Farmer Brown different. Farmer Brown used to have a kind of. Yeah. But the overall is the complete thing.
Mechanics wearing.
Right. That's right. Yeah. Let me see
we
what.
have a few comments.
Yeah.
Someone is asking how about a shoe called Sapufe.
I never hear about that one.
The patchwork skirt. Cynthia is saying jeans was called Dongori. When Francis contributed them tracksuits. Yeah, them tracksuits and them was a thing. Good night, Abina. Yeah, them tracksuits and them was a thing.
Yeah, tracksuit came in when after a while everybody in their tracksuit. Outside hot as fire, but you have on your tracksuit.
With the hip hop era.
Yes.
Yeah. And then there was a period where everybody wanted to wear some kind of big chain in the neck.
Chunks.
Yeah, got a big chain and like.
Yeah, with a big dollar sign.
Yep. Also, interesting. Now, the tattoo is a very common thing now. I mean, all kind of people say all kind of anybody having tattoo. But you know, Doc, time gone by, tattoo was a big thing. But it was big men who had tattoo.
Yeah.
And they had those specific things. And unlike how it is now, I understand it used to be a very painful thing.
Yeah, well, I guess the technology improved, so people are putting it in there now. But as far as I'm concerned, it was painful not too long ago.
Yeah. But when you saw somebody with a tattoo, there were some things that definitely distinguish men from boys. And in those days, tattoo was definitely one of them. I remember my Uncle Lynn, he had a tattoo instead of his lower hand. Yeah.
So we're not too far from wrapping up. I think
green, right?
Huh?
They were all green. They didn't have all these colors.
Yeah, well, of course not.
Yeah, the ink was all green.
Godfrey, we cannot come in close to the time. What I wonder is like, what are the prevailing style right now? Do we capture any of the style that used to be before that is reigning now? What is it? Do we have like Reece for women?
No, I mean, if you ask me, I think all of the long-term styles that we saw for women, they're back. I mean, and let me just add a little add-on. Even with vehicles, you know, those long-time vehicles, you're seeing they're coming back now, similar kind of style with a little, you know, thing to it. But I think a lot of these styles have come back.
Well, I can tell you now, right? Women are wearing more stretch fabrics.
Yes.
You know, because we want our clothes fitting as tight as possible, but at the same time, even if it's a bit too small, it would still go on you. And even if it's a little too big, it would still rest on you. So women want to emphasize their curves and all that now, so we wear more stretch fabrics. Our jeans are stretched. There's this material called scuba. Scuba was used for diving, right? We use a lot of scuba today, and we have different grades of scuba, different levels of thickness based on what you want to do with it, or based on your body type, your weight, and all of that. We wearing like stretch taffeta. Kiana These are the kind of materials that we are buying.
Doc, what is this guy? What's she talking about?
She go up on us. It's a completely different language.
Listen up.
You think I talking? You think I would like all in the program?
No. Reece, you
can't talk about corkscrew, pillow plait, braids, cornrows. You're telling people about there's a thing so and touching head that have no hair on it to show people what you do for yourself. No.
But we see them thing I used to say I never seen in my life yet.
What?
I never seen in my life yet, you know.
You never do what?
This thing you're talking about here, I never hear about that in my life, you know.
What, the fabrics?
Yeah, what Kiana. But I find Kiana, that's like somebody's name, somebody's child name, you know. Kiana, I find it.
At Scuba.
No, you see, I just talk about that.
Fine.
You use the rayon. Y'all used to wear
I want to know about rayon.
We use the rayon. We use a lot of mesh and tulle and stuff because when we go on the cruise, we want everything see-through. So, a lot of chiffon, different types of chiffon.
Yeah, about that.
Material. So, yeah, I mean, we wear tutus and that's the kind of things that we are wearing. But in terms of the styles, you see a lot of the styles are coming back. Before there was a time when we had to go out, some of us, we wanted to have on the tightest, shortest, most revealing thing. That is still there. But you are seeing more and more women are wearing very classy kind of stuff. You would see a woman at a show and you would think, well, why isn't she wearing like a sandals or slippers or sneakers or something like that? No, women come out in their fashion. They come out in their heels. That's what they call like their step out shoes and all that. When they get there, they would have their slipper in their purse that they could change and all that, but they step out. Women in Grenada are very glamorous. Right now, we are buying on what's the name of the company? Sheen or whatever.
Yeah.
They're buying there, but when they go to the show and they realize 10 persons have on the same thing like them, you find women gravitating now to having designer outfit. In other words, I might make the same style, but I'm not going to be in the same fabric. Or even if I have the same fabric, I'm not going to be in the same style. So they are going to the seamstresses, they are going to the designers, the tailors, to tailor everything for them. Customized way. That is what women are doing today. It is expensive, but if you can afford it, once you are not doing things to make Livingston come and talk about make that make sense when you want to knock women. Once you are doing it within your budget and all of that, you get your customized wear and you go. That is what we are doing today. So we are wearing dongori, which is jeans, but we are wearing it distressed, damaged, or destroyed. We there. The fashion is there for us.
All right. Let's go back to the telephone. We have a caller. Oui Culture, good evening.
Godfrey.
Yes, good evening, caller.
I'm taking a Bryna.
Yes, Bryna. And actually, we know where that came from, right?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. That I remember that in truth.
All right then, good.
All the best, yeah. Yeah, the Bryna, well, of course, the bald head, and that came from that famous actor, Yul Brynner. In the Western movies, I think he had done some roles in some of the was one of the 10 Commandments film as well. Yeah. So a lot of these things.
But we should just describe what the women now are wearing. What is it that the men are wearing now?
Girdle, tights.
But girdle has always been around,
But for men, Godfrey?
No, girdle. What you say, men wearing girdle?
That's what we say, no, for men.
Well, I wouldn't doubt.
All the skinny jeans, all the women's skinny jeans in colors, they are buying it out. The tight fitting.
But
these days, I see a lot of men stepping out in class, seriously stepping out. I was at Unleash, and to me, it was the showcase of fashion. Grenadians look well. From on both genders look well, and the men I mean, I think we're moving away now from under the bottom kind of pants to, you know, one more classy, you know, more classy. And men are looking good. Men are looking good. I mean, we keeping up. We're keeping up. When Reece was describing all the things ladies are getting involved in, I think there has to be some caution sometimes with some of them because I know you wouldn't like that, but still, one has to. They have to show caution because some of them, what might suit a lady that has that figure don't always fit everybody, and I think some of them are going a little bit overboard that it don't fit. It don't fit what they're trying to portray. It just does not fit. So we are seeing it. A lot of men are seeing it. A lot of people are seeing it. Weigh what fits you and step out in class.
And let me tell you, that goes for the men as well. All of us be wearing all kind of tight things as if all you have muscles and other parts to showcase. And have nothing there, right? But all you want to wear the tightest thing, the tightest shirt and all in no chest. Cardboard chest. Clap my hands, but you all want to put on the tightest set of clothes. No, it is true. It is true. And you know what I don't participate in? I don't participate in body shaming. If a woman wants to wear this, I would not wear it. I would consider myself wearing things that I think fit me, but to each his own. I am not going to, because all it does become, you know, all kind of thing, and all it has nothing to show under all what the threads are putting on. And by the way, let's just come on to that. The reason why men are dressing and trying to keep up and all of that is because the women are shopping for them. And I rest my case.
What?
Hence, rest.
What are you in there?
Watch me right now, Right now, I keep you moving there. Right now, I keep you moving. You know the women are shopping for y'all.
When?
When? Every day. Every day.
When that shift was made, wait. Maybe we're living in a different way. Maybe a generational gap. You see, when that shift was made.
All the way in is polo short and don't worry. Polo short and don't worry. That is it.
So, hold on. So, what happened to polo and don't worry?
Is because of women shopping for all you.
What happened to polo and don't worry?
What happened to polo and don't worry? It's routine. It is on a road match. All the way, all the time. All the time. That's all wrong with it. So if I have to wear something different, you know, we have to say, you know, throw the credit card.
But
hold on, Doc, let me ask you a question.
No, understand.
Hold on, let me ask
you. When I'm shop for.
Hold on. One thing, listen, hold on. We almost out of time, but one thing. No, Reece, let me say something. No, you see, I'm saying there, you ain't gonna with that. And next week, well, of course, we have to continue next week. So I will deal with you proper next week. But anyway, one thing before we go. Doc, you remember the days of Tam, when men used to wear Tam and Berry?
Oh, yes, Tam, yes.
That was a big thing.
That was a big thing. That was a big thing. But you know, just after, just before the revolution and continue into the revolution, the other one was the beret.
Yeah, Berry, yeah, that was a big thing.
But the Tam was around the era of the Rasta, mainly.
Yeah.
And
Andre Lewis still wearing his beret.
Yeah.
And we said beret. You know, he's still wearing his beret.
Guys, we out of time. Reece, let's take our finals on the comments.
The way to roll up Tam is killer. Killer is the only person that way to roll up Tam.
Let's take our final comments and then we'll wrap because let's see what we have.
So in we have Wayne Francis to say no. Hold on. Right. So. Cynthia said it was painful. My brother had one on his lower hand in the shape of a heart. That's a tattoo. Madia is saying the new day styles are actually a repeat of the back in the day. Moral of the story, don't throw out your old clothes unless they're bell bottoms. Then burn them. Night, everyone. Abina is saying, Reece, you speak a book. Wayne is saying, lovely, relaxing little conversation. I had a very hard working day today, and this really relaxed me. Thanks, guys. Ezra is saying, Abina is saying men clothes tighter than women these days. Kathleen is saying men wearing leggings now. Ezra is saying gun mouth pants. He's also saying on the bottom pants. Abina is saying, Reece, you speak facts. Wayne Francis saying she right, laughing out loud. I think what he said is that we are shopping for y'all. Cynthia is saying, very active tonight. Have a good night, stay safe. And Abina said, yes, for real, killer alone that we're in the roll-up tam. So, yeah.
No, Reece, I will do it next week, don't worry, don't feel time. You pull a, hold on. You pull a fast one just when you know time done, but don't worry.
I'm not worried.
We'll do it next week. And I figure...
You can ask Doc about when he steps out. Like when that night when I saw him in the show. You remember that you see him in the show? And honestly, I had tobacco outside. He did well.
I still, every day I watch that picture of you on the stone, me.
Ask him who bring your outfit. And ask him who dressing.
Anyway, Doc, your final words before we go.
Reece trying to mash up the show tonight, no Godfrey.
Well, she choose just when we're about to end. No worry. When I start next week, when I come back, I start straight off the bat.
So let me say, guys, the fashion and everything we talk about tonight, and the lady kind of put that in perspective, our ending, is to show you how we are evolved as a people. Now, what came clear through this discussion is simple. In the early days, the seamstress and the tailor used to make our clothes. They had that power. Mm-hmm. They had that creative juices that they used to design. Now, at the end, irrespective of what Reece said, most 90% probably was not true, but that 10%, about now, we buy the material and the seamstress and the tailor, and we having our own individual tastes for in terms of this, bringing it back full-fledged. We are becoming our own. And we no longer have to copy the style and copy the looks of other races and people. We are coming into our own. So if we culture and doing nothing at all, we are bringing out to you the fact that what we have, we are making the comparison to show you as Grenadians, and Black people, we should be proud of our own identity.
Thank you very much. Reece?
Yeah, well...
Don't attack me.
I'm looking, listen, I did not give my final comments. I barely read some comments, right? And let me just add this one. Someone spoke about high-waist panty for men. Apparently that's a thing, Anyways, I'm looking forward to us continuing the conversation about the fashion and the hairstyle and all that, because a very important ingredient was missing tonight, and that is of King.
Well, of course, yeah. I don't know what happened to him.
Yes. So, and I'm looking forward to us talking about the African wear. That upsurge of everybody just wearing African, and now we go grocery shopping with it and all of that.
Who does wear African wear?
Casualize it and we class it up and everything. So I'm looking forward to us talking more about fashion and having more people call in and talk about things of yesteryear and what we have today. Definitely so. Definitely.
Right. So folks, there's so much that we can talk about. Doc, we didn't even touch the area of the disco shot and all them kind of thing with the disco music and
Hawaii shirt.
I mean, there is so much to talk about. So definitely next week we will be back to continue our discussion on style and fashion. We thank you all very much. All the comments, we had over 100 and something plus comments going, and it's just so wonderful. Thanks to our viewers on our television, Facebook friends, we thank you all so much. Those on YouTube, and of course our listeners, we thank you very much. Do have a great weekend, and we're looking forward to be back with you next Friday as we continue fashion on We Culture. All the best. Good night.
It is demolished. People are trying to fix their houses and rebuild the roof to make it livable.